Welcome to the first episode of the Sheffield United Quarantine Quiz. And for the first week, we're going to make it quite easy with all the questions relating to the current squad. There are 10 questions with 4 possible answers to choose from, and you'll be given 20 seconds to answer each one before we move on to the next question. If you don't know, just guess, because if you Google it, you're only cheating yourself. All the answers will be given at the end of the video, so make sure you have your phone or a pen and paper handy to mark down your answers. Also, after the video, you can post how many answers you actually got correct in the comments, and let us know which ones you struggled with. If you enjoyed this quiz, all I ask from you in return is that you like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I'll be doing more of these quizzes, and you wouldn't want to miss out, would you? Anyway, let's crack on with the quiz. Question number 1. Who is the oldest player in the current squad? Is it A, Leon Clark? Is it B, Phil Jagielka? Is it C, Billy Sharp? Or is it D, David McGoldrick? Question number 2. Who is the youngest player in the current squad? Is it A, Panos Retsos? Is it B, Dean Henderson? Is it C, Richario Zivkovic? Or is it D, Sander Berge? Question 3. Who is the tallest player in the current squad? Is it A, Simon Moore? Is it B, Michael Verrips? Is it C, Dean Henderson? Or is it D, Sander Berge? Question 4, and I'll explain this a little bit more. Who in their career has played more games for Sheffield United? Is it A, Jack O'Connell? Is it B, Phil Jagielka? Is it C, Chris Basham? Or is it D, Billy Sharp? Question number 5. Who has the most assists this season? Is it A, John Lundstram? Is it B, George Baldock? Is it C, Lys Mousset? Or is it D, John Fleck? Question number 6. Who has taken the most shots this season? Is it A, Ollie McBurney? Is it B, John Lundstram? Is it C, David McGoldrick? Or is it D, Lys Mousset? Question number 7. Who has been caught offside the most this season? Is it A, Ollie McBurney? Is it B, Billy Sharp? Is it C, David McGoldrick? Or is it D, Lys Mousset? Question number 8. I'll explain this one a little bit more too. How many of the current squad have been on the books at Everton? Is it A, 2? Is it B, 3? Is it C, 4? Or is it D, 5? Question number 9. How many Blades have scored Premier League goals this season? Is it A, 7? Is it B, 9? Is it C, 11? Or is it D, 13? And the final question, question number 10. Which two teams have the Blades done the double over this season? Is it A, Watford and Norwich? Is it B, Brighton and Crystal Palace? Is it C, Brighton and Aston Villa? Or is it D, Norwich and Crystal Palace? And that is the end of the quiz. Now I'm going to go through the answers with you, but remember to put how many you got in the comments. Now in question 1, I asked you who is the oldest player in the current squad? Was it Leon Clark, Phil Jagielka, Billy Sharp or David McGoldrick? It was obviously B, Phil Jagielka, of 37 years young. In question 2, I asked you who is the youngest player in the current squad? Was it A, Panos Retsos? Was it B, Dean Henderson? Was it C, Richario Zivkovic? Or was it D, Sander Berge? And it is A, Panos Retsos. He is 21 years old. In question 3, I asked you, who is the tallest player in the current squad? Was it A, Simon Moore? Was it B, Michael Verrips? Was it C, Dean Henderson? Or was it D, Sander Berge? And the answer was Verrips and Berge, both at 6'5". So if you went for either Michael Verrips or Sander Berge, I'll give you the point. Question number 4. Who has the most appearances in the current squad? Was it O'Connell, Jagielka, Basham or Sharp? And the correct answer was B, Phil Jagielka. Jags has played over 250 times for the Blades in his career. Now in question 5, I asked you who has the most assists this season. Was it Lundstrom, Baldock, Mousset or Fleck? And the answer is C, Lys Mousset. Mousset has 4 assists, George Baldock and Lundstrom have 3, and John Fleck has 2. Next up, we've got question 6, and I asked you who's taken the most shots this season. Was it McBurney, was it Lundstrom, was it McGoldrick, or was it Mousset? And the correct answers were Ollie McBurney and John Lundstrom, both taking on 38 shots this season. McGoldrick just behind with 36. In question 7, I asked you, who's been caught offside the most times this season? Was it McBurney, was it Sharp, was it McGoldrick or was it Mousset? And of course it was D, Lys Mousset. Lys Mousset has been caught offside 15 times this season. The next two are David McGoldrick with 9 and George Baldock with 8. In question 8, I asked you how many of the current squad have been on the books at Everton? Was it 2, 3, 4 or 5? And the answer was C, 4. And just to confirm who those 4 were, John Lundstrom started his career at Everton, never actually played a game, but was on the books at Everton. Phil Jagielka played hundreds of games for Everton. And we've also got Besic, who's on loan from Everton, and Jack Rodwell, who started his career at Everton. In question 9, I asked you how many players have scored Premier League goals this season? Was it 7, 9, 11 or 13? And the answer to this question is B, 9. And those 9 players are John Fleck with 5, Lys Mousset with 5, Lundstrom with 4, McBurney with 4, Billy Sharp with 3, George Baldock with 2, Ender with 2, Ollie Norwood with 1, and Callum Robinson with 1. And finally, in question 10, I asked you which 2 teams have the Blades done the double over this season? Was it Watford and Norwich, Brighton and Palace, Brighton and Villa, or Norwich and Crystal Palace? And the answer is D, Norwich and Crystal Palace. We beat Norwich 2-1 away and 1-0 at home, and we beat Palace 1-0 at home and 1-0 away. So this is the end of this week's quiz. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and obviously make sure you let us know in the comments how many of these 10 you got right. Also, if there's any topics that you'd like me to do quizzes on, let me know in the comments too. And thank you very much for watching, and stay in good nick.